Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Now come on in. Now come. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Yeah, and I wanna thank you, love. Said I got to thank you, love. Hey. Cause I love you, baby. And I need you, baby. I want you, my love, my baby. What's going on? Happy early colonizer day. Thanksgiving for some. Happy Indigenous Day, Indigenous People Day, whatever you decide to call it. Okay, this is the prelude to that. This is also the prelude to Ooh Ladies First panel tonight on Niecy Dixon's channel, girl. What's going on? My love, my baby. Never forget tonight, no. Never forget tonight, 'cause you made me feel good. And I love you, baby. You made me feel real good. And I love you, baby, 'cause you make me, Listen, child, I be having to get myself in a mood. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be having to get myself all up. You know what I'm saying? And child, nothing gets me up like some old R&B. Okay? Now listen, if you hear somebody snoring in the background, it's Juvie. He's laid out here on the ground, and I don't want to disturb him. So if you hear somebody snoring, know it's him. Your love, yeah. But we're back, people, for Real Housewives of Potomac. We have a new modem. The modem has been moved upstairs. We are connected to the internets. Okay, wait a minute, hold up. Yes, I do have an apron on. Yes, I have clothes on under said apron. I have been cleaning and preparing like somebody coming here. Nobody's coming here. I just like my house to be clean on the holidays. And I want things to be nice for when me and Larry can hit tomorrow cooking and drinking in the kitchen and shit. Okay? It feels like it's going to be a good day off. Okay? But because I love y'all, and some of y'all have not seen my Now That We're Growns because y'all are coming to me later. Okay? And I tell y'all about the playlist, but sometimes people hear me and sometimes people don't. That's okay. So tomorrow, all day, I will be re-premiering my Now That We're Grown series. Okay? There are way too many videos to premiere tomorrow. So I have selected a few that I feel like go with the Thanksgiving vibe. Okay? They have nothing to do with Thanksgiving except for the color purple, which I will probably end with tomorrow. Okay? But all day, like it's a goddamn BET Sunday, we gonna run them back on premiere mode. So y'all can come in, come out as y'all please. If y'all haven't seen some of these, y'all will get a chance to and feel like you were there. Okay? So I'm very excited to do that about y'all. This is an apron. Okay? I have on a bustiquela. Yes, soul food. Y'all forgot the soul food have a Thanksgiving theme though. Like I feel like there was never an actual Thanksgiving like dinner on soul food. They were just cooking like that every fucking Sunday. Like, okay, shout out to them. Okay, just for no reason on a Sunday, full Thanksgiving dinner. Okay. But that will be the first one. So 9 o'clock, 9 a.m. Central Time. I'm starting off Thanksgiving Day with soul food now that we're grown. Okay. So y'all make sure that if y'all looking for something on YouTube tomorrow, y'all come check for me. All right. Okay. Now, Ooh Ladies First panel is tonight, 7:45 Central Time. So I can't be here for long, girl. Let's go ahead and get into the Real Housewives of Potomac. Okay? yes, Erica, I do movie reviews called Now That We're Grown. If you did not know, I go back, I rewatch these movies, I make notes, I talk about them from how we felt about them back then to how we feel about them now. There are new conclusions upon further information, growth. Eye of Aquarius, time of Aquarius. Y'all know what I'm saying, okay? I've been doing shit all day. Roll with me or don't. But yes, I review the movies, okay? The 5 Heartbeats is gonna be on there since, allegedly Diddy was hanging motherfuckers off the building like he was Big Red. So yeah, I put 5 Heartbeats up there. Y'all was on Jada's head top, in October. So I went ahead and pulled up the Inkwell for y'all, okay? What else? Eve's Bayou. Okay, just because family oriented movies rock on Thanksgiving. It's about family, okay? And I do have a new one coming for y'all. Oh yes. It's not gonna happen obviously today. It'll probably get done Friday or Saturday. I'll be coming out with a new Now That We're Grown for this Christmas. Oh yeah. Back before we figured out how crazy Chris Brown's ass was. Oh, yes. It's going to be a good time. Now, Real Housewives of Potomac, Wendy and Ashley are discussing what Osu is and if Wendy is Osu. Wendy says, oh, no. If you were paying attention, whenever I've had events, my family and people from the community have been there. If I were Osu, they would not have been there. Okay? No, ma'am. You have it confused. Now, mind you, this is something that Ashley has pulled out of her ass to be messy with because we haven't talked about Wendy being Osu in at least 2 seasons. Excuse me. I believe the first season she came on, second season, it was a story about her family being, a outcast from the community. And it might have been because she divorced the daddy. And this episode, we find out a little bit more. We ain't heard not a damn thing about Wendy's daddy, but apparently daddy was so far into the religion, the mama with her titty tattoo had to go ahead and peace out. But mama, can you do us a favor and stop bleaching your skin? I know you're not going to listen to us, but is this the example we want to set for the chocolate grandbabies? The beautifully chocolate grandbabies. I tell y'all right now, I can't deal. How the hell you so proud of your culture, but you bleaching your skin? Black people, make it make sense for me. I don't care. I don't like it. Black is beautiful, god damn it. You out here bleaching your skin with titty tattoos, talking about you gonna pray over the kids. Ma'am, let Wendy do it. Wendy, you gotta stop just letting your mama run over you. She know that if she act incoherent and belligerent, you gonna just give her way. But energy is everything, and you should have been saying a prayer over them children, okay? I said what I said. Okay, but we ain't there yet. We still at Ashley's bohemian seaside housewarming party in which she is in full caucasity of colonization. Okay, she is pitting the 2 Igbo Nigerian women against each other, pitting them against one another and using Aneka to promote the lie that you guys aren't colorists over there on Real Housewives of Potomac and Truly Original, where they obviously have a blind spot to the African American cast that they are producing. Because some of these things you should have caught. There must not be enough black people for the checks and balances that this requires. But this is not a good look. Real Housewives of Potomac is getting to that space for me where if it were not for Wendy, Karen, and Candace, I would not still be watching this. This would have been put in a basketball wives box. Bitch, I've had enough. I don't need this. That's the box that basketball wives in, okay? I'm good. Y'all got it. Get somebody else to do it. Just like I did. Hey, Bad Girls Club. Far before Bad Girls Club was actually over, Bondy was like, And with that being said, I'ma fall back. Shout out to Blue. She might have been on the last season I reviewed of that show. Because sometimes production really gets out of hand with their own like idiosyncrasies in the way they produce the shows. And for a person like me, it becomes overly apparent the disrespect. Okay? For me, with Bad Girls Club, it was disrespect of the girls on the show, setting them up to be in these houses with nothing to do but drink and fucking fight. I felt like that, especially because these girls have like traumatic issues and nobody's really helping them. And then when you did bring on a therapist, it was a fake therapist. So yeah, I'm definitely feeling like I stopped fucking with Bad Girls Club because I didn't like the way y'all treated the girls on the show that really needed help. Then fast forward to Basketball Wives. I didn't like the way y'all played in the fucking public face and the way y'all did the OG shit. And for Shawnee to get on television and tell us after an episode was over that we were just doing way too much and we were giving the show too much energy when we were bothered by the lack of accountability for the way OG was treated as if she actually did something to somebody versus the way y'all allow for Evelyn to sit on stage at the reunion show after throwing bottles at people's heads. All because she's friends with Shawnee Nostrils O'Neal, whatever the fuck the new last name is that I don't care about. I stopped fucking with them because there's no respect of the viewership, no respect of OG. Now we fast forward to Real Housewives of Potomac, and I'm starting to feel the same way with the disrespect of Black people and the audience that is watching. It's a lot of shit that I'm just really not, I'm starting to really get annoyed by. In a narrative where you pit two Nigerian women against each other to prove that these light-complected women are not colorist, while they use her to do their dirty work against Wendy. Yeah, that's not feeling like you did what you intended to do and you thought we was fucking stupid. That's what it feel like to me. It feel like you playing on my intelligence. And I don't really like that shit. So let's fast forward. Outside, Mia is telling Robin that she wants to support her during this time. You know, this time that Juan is embarrassing the fuck out of you. Okay, we want to support you all over the internet. It's embarrassing. I understand. We've all been through it. It's okay. Robin says she's not running from anything. She's not upset that people are talking about her. Ma'am, you are passive aggressive about it, but you are absolutely upset that people are talking about you. You're even more upset about what's going on inside your household, but you're too scared of losing the codependency of your emotionally abusive relationship with that weird ass nigga that you done remarried. You can't see the forest for the trees, Robin. Real Housewives of Potomac is a way for you to have the upper hand in your relationship, and instead, you over there getting your ass emotionally beat by one Big Head Dixon. Yeah, like that's why it's aggravating. Not because we know that you being embarrassed, but because you so fucking miserable. When other people have stuff going on in their lives, oh my God, you can barely contain how excited you are. You're about to fucking orgasm because Aneka and Wendy are getting into it. You're really turned on and excited by that. But as soon as we start talking about what's going on with you and Juan, all of a sudden it's a straight face, and I don't have to talk about this. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? I'm not gonna be mad at Juan, okay? I'm not gonna be mad at Juan. I'm just gonna be mad at everyone else. Girl, Robin is the epitome of when misery loves company. That's why she revels in other people's misery when things go on with them, because she wants them to feel as miserable as she does. And y'all, Love B. Scott posted a exclusive clip of next week's episode from Real Housewives of Potomac. And in the episode, Juan is finally there. They're playing pickleball. Karen goes to thank Juan and Robin for being there in spite of everything that's going on. Juan completely disregards Karen, says, I'm not sitting here for this. Let's go finish playing. Tells whoever the guy is, let's go and finish playing our game. Talks loudly as if Karen is not even there, just so disrespectful and so out of pocket. And it just shows me if this man will be disrespectful like this to Karen when all she's saying is thank y'all for coming, even with all of the stuff that's going on, and he has to make it a moment. He couldn't just go on ahead about his business. He had to speak up loudly to let everybody know that he wasn't going to sit here for this shit. He don't give a fuck about what these women talking about, and he's going to go and finish playing a sport. Even though essentially we are here for taping, my dude. You are here so that you can ensure that Robin keeps getting the one check coming into y'all household right now. Because everything that Robin got going on is attached to Real Housewives of Potomac. And if she don't have Real Housewives of Potomac, does anybody really care about whatever else she might have going on? I fucking doubt it. I fucking doubt it. Okay? So Juan Dixon was there, but the way he showed up to me let me know. And then the way Robin responded, why is my name in your mouth? Why are you saying my name? She instantly reacted the way she felt Juan wanted her to react. The way, like, I have to show that I'm just as upset about this as he is. It was so unnecessary. The lady was just thanking y'all for showing up because y'all don't get along. That's what she was thanking you for. And y'all completely took the moment and made it so fucking weird. I just was like, that's what it is. He does this to her. He's emotionally abusing her, talking down on her, taking cheap shots, ignoring her, dismissing her feelings when she gets upset and tells him to get the fuck out. He ignores her. He don't give a shit about what she's talking about. Y'all, that's emotional abuse. And he knows that she feels guilty and she's codependent and she's so fucking in love with the idea of being with him that she's going to allow the disrespect, and he's going to see how much she's going to allow. So every time she puts up a boundary, he's going to cross that boundary and stare at her in her fucking face with a Diddy smile on her face. Like, what's up? What are you going to do? Are you going to leave, Robin? You're not going to leave. So I'm going to keep doing whatever the fuck I want to do. And you just going to get out of my face about it, Robin. That's all you're going to do? Get out of my face about it, Robin. And won't even call her Robin. He wants to masculinize her. So he doesn't have to see her as someone that he is hurting. So he won't call her Robin. He'll call her Rob. The same thing that Mark Daly used to do to Kenya. Ken. Oh yeah, we peak now. You got to masculinize your woman so that her feelings and her emotions are less valuable. You can disregard the feelings of a man, even though y'all never do. Like, it's insane to me to watch Robin be so bout it with everybody else, but essentially so weak inside of her household. And then to actually see it happening, like see him disregarding her, see him not giving a fuck, see him screaming to her he doesn't care, and then showing up and disrespecting these women like that. Like, I'm sorry, y'all, but Juan is a fucking douchebag. Douchebaggery. And I feel like Robin is going to ostracize everybody that cares about her in her life in order to hold on to Juan. Probably even her parents. But you know what? We don't really like you, Robin, so we're going to let you do that. Good luck. So yeah, I don't know how y'all supposed to support Robin during this very, very difficult time. Giselle was adamant, and I love this moment, right? Because Robin is being passive aggressive with Giselle, right? She says that Giselle was adamant about why not being around Coach Bree, and even though he doesn't work with her anymore, Robin, okay, you're talking about, I'm not gonna make him do anything that's outside of his norm, you know, if I don't have a problem with it. And it's like, but Robin, he doesn't even work there anymore. Why would he still be hanging around Coach Bree? Make it make sense, Robin. He can Coach Bree. Duh. Giselle wants Robin to be upset with Juan because she's being dragged into this public turmoil and she doesn't care if the block is hot. Robin, you told us that you called him and told him the block was hot. He told you he didn't care. You're just mimicking his feelings. That is not how you feel. We would love for Robin to show the fuck up. Talking about Juan Dixon isn't here. Robin Dixon isn't here either because she doesn't even know what her own emotions are. Karen says last year things went left. Her and Robin sit down and have a conversation amongst themselves because that's what we doing at Ashley's Bohemian Seaside housewarming shindig Ramatra, whatever the fuck, okay? The thing that annoys me about Robin is Robin acts as if she did not throw dirt all over Karen this entire time. You dressed up as a Pizza Hut person to prove that Karen wasn't living in Potomac, even though you couldn't afford to live in Potomac. You really overly like got involved in her situation when her and Uncle Jessup, as Roxanne would say, were going through their tax issues. You and Giselle made t-shirts asking these people about their fucking tax issues. You with your stiff roller wrap, with all of that caucasity in your genetics, you still have stiff hair. It doesn't make sense. However, you and the stiff roller wrap you were sporting last season had all of the energy to spray Karen and the man in the bar in the Redskins gear, but you could not fathom to tell us what the fuck was going on with Juan. That's what you was really mad about. And you were just like, I feel like projecting your issues onto Karen. That's what you have been doing. And I think last season, the reason why you were patting coochie and looking fucking crazy is because behind the scenes, Juan was dragging you by your stiff roller wrap. Dragging you. Had you upset. Stressed the fuck out. Unsatisfied. And you still went and married this man. Robin, when are you going to wake up and realize you're only hurting yourself? You're not hurting us by staying with this man that treats you badly, disregards your feelings, and turns you into a raging fucking Karen. Karen says, listen, I only repeat the facts, okay? I only repeat the facts, okay? And if you don't say anything that's not true about me, I won't say anything that's not true about you. And then Robin goes to say that Karen started it. And that, to me, that would have made it so that me and her could not get to a better place. Because I would have to ask her, how exactly did I start? No, now I need to understand how I started it. I need for you to bring up the specific instance in which I started this scenario. And if I have an instance that occurred before yours, we're going to have to actually look at chain of events and stop with this only caring when your fucking face got broke, when your feelings got hurt, when you got embarrassed in front of the group and the however hundreds of thousands of people that have been watching this show. Wendy talks to the other women about her new talk show that she's working on. And it's giving ratchet but educated demographic. And we get into how Mia and Ashley may not be smart enough. Okay, they may not be in this demographic. This leads to Wendy calling Mia slow. And I feel like we can all kind of agree with that. Mia, this is why we think something's wrong. You know you're lying. We know you're lying. It's recorded. You still lie. Slow, right? Because you're still lying to us as if we did not see what happened. Slow. Okay? This has nothing to do with speech impairments. And sometimes people are slow to understand things. It's okay. We're all slow. Girl, I'm not good at math. Slow at the mathematics of it all. I can count money. I can count followers and subscribers. I'm not good at the mathematics. Don't ask me about algebra. Okay? Don't ask me about trigonometry. Don't ask me about a science book or the French I took. But I do know that I love you. Listen, I ain't about to do all of that, but God damn it, if that is not my life. Okay? We can all have our slow moments, Mia. You don't have to try to make a moment out of it in which you start a national campaign to make it seem as if Wendy is making fun of your child with a speech impairment. Girl, to make Wendy the adversary and the bad guy. Y'all all want to make Wendy look like the bad guy when honestly, most of this shit she's responding to y'all. You're slow now, Mia. After drinks have been thrown for no fucking reason and questions about Happy Eddie, all of this shit. Yeah, now you slow, bitch. Yeah. And whatever else I want to say about you and to you, I don't like you. I don't respect you. You didn't play with my family. You didn't play in my face with that face. So ultimately, you going to get whatever slugs I decide to send your way. And if you can send them back, go on and do it. But what is not going to happen is me pretending like I like your ass. More power to Wendy. Wendy then invites Ashley to her child's first communion. Robin is like, I hope she wasn't trying to prove a point because, you really did me a favor. Robin, this is not about you, honey. And let's be clear, when you excluded Wendy and invited her children to your whack ass event that no one really enjoyed, that no one needed to really be at, that was you being petty and nasty with Wendy. Remember? That was you. You're projecting again. Can we get that together? Somebody needs to, whatever the fuck Giselle did when she found out Jamal got that lady pregnant and allegedly gave her a STD, she needs to go ahead, whatever that was, 747, child, I don't know what they call it. Robin need to go and do that. Robin need to go somewhere with no social media. Girl, read some books. Go to a rehab. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be on drugs, but you just need the downtime. You need to be away from wine. You need to be alone. You need to reflect on your life. You need to sit with yourself in silence and ask your inner self questions so you can get some motherfucking clarity. Ugh. Giselle and Grace go shopping. It was real cute. We don't really care. Wendy and Happy Eddie are getting the kids ready for communion. Real cute. We don't really care. This is when we find out that Wendy's father was a Protestant preacher who was too much in his faith, and so her mom and him divorced. Wendy and Eddie discuss Ashley's housewarming. Aneka allegedly throwing shots at Wendy, asking if she's a medical doctor or a doctor of philosophy in order to state that having a master's, being a doctor of philosophy is not as good as being a medical doctor. It's like, okay, and your foundation doesn't match. Okay. It's fine. It happens to all of us. But there's no need to throw shots under the circumstances, especially since we saw her more than once recycling the same wig. It felt like take it off, put it down. I was like, and then the curl was exactly the same. I was like, is it synthetic? I was like, is her wig synthetic? It's giving synthetic. Because the curl didn't change. It was like one day and it was the next day. And the curls didn't change. It didn't loosen up. It didn't tighten up as if it had been rebumped. I mean, the curls were exactly the same. And I was just like, okay, so is this like one of those half synthetic? Like, did you get it in a bag at a hair store? Like, what happened? Never mind. So Karen and Mia discuss Wendy calling her slow, and then she proceeds to conflate that with her son having a learning disability. Karen says, "But Wendy doesn't know. Wendy doesn't know about your son, and I don't want to ride the fence, my dear. But listen, I am the fence. You girls ride me." And I was just like, Karen, you are really an old woman. Y'all know old women reads don't never make sense, but you get the goddamn point. You get the goddamn point, okay? Wendy and Candace meet up, and Kiarna is presented. This is the girl that beat up Sesame Street in that video that was released online a few months ago. Pow, 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 pow. Oh, she was wearing that whole out. Ooh. Okay, she owns a store 2 doors down from the restaurant that they're at. They discuss Ashley's housewarming party because Candace missed some things because the girls are trying to ice Candace out because that's what they do on Real Housewives of Potomac. They try to ice people out of the show. They try to ice people out of getting a paycheck after they lie on them. Crazy shit. Crazy shit. Crazy shit to like straight up lie on somebody's husband, and then when they get in your ass because you refuse to take any real accountability for it, you decide that they're wrong and you're gonna ice them out. Girl. So they discussed the housewarming party, and Aneka pulling up an article from a blog about Wendy being Osu, which we know is not what really happened, but that is what Ashley told Wendy. So that is what Wendy is proceeding forth with. Wendy says, "Listen, I just met the lady. I just met the lady. I just met the lady. I don't know what's wrong with her." Wendy sends Karen and Ashley shopping at an Ann Taylor. I don't know what was going on there, but that was a yawn. That was a snooze. Karen says, "I already have my dress. Okay. I think the girls are trying to ice Candace out. So Ashley, tell me, do you know anything about Michael's $2 million lawsuit against Candace? I mean, because I just feel like it's so unnecessary for him to do that. Just why? Do you know anything?" And Ashley says, "No, I can't talk about it." She says, "You know what, Candace can't tell me anything either. She said she can talk about it. But I just, oh my God, I wish we could just resolve this. And here's the thing. I want to know what the lawsuit entails because if it's true, I feel like this is bullshit. And second of all, if somebody else said it before Candace, I don't know, like the cameraman that said you grabbed his ass. I just feel like this is messed up. And I feel like this is a Caucasian man using his access, wealth, and privilege to file frivolous lawsuits. But I also have to think about the way I felt when Candace turned around and filed that lawsuit on Monique after asking to be dragged. I'm not saying, I don't feel like, because I'm still mad about it. Like I still don't like that Michael is doing this. And I still feel like as an adult, if you put your hands on people, it's a likelihood you may get sued. I just don't like when people engage in bullshit, like antagonize people and tell them to drag them and get in their face and act like they bout it. And then when the shit goes down and their wig gets shifted, they want to call the po-po ho. And I just kind of feel like, you weren't really attacked. I know y'all get mad at me for saying that, but I will never change my mind about that because that's just how the fuck I feel about it. That's probably why Candace won't interview with us, but it's okay because I still love her. But yeah, I just kind of feel like, it was like, why? Like you were like, drag me, and you got dragged. And Monique was wrong. Monique was wrong, you guys. And that's why she got sued. But I still kind of feel like it's kind of similar to Michael suing you for saying shit that maybe you shouldn't have said with the veracity of which you said it. But I personally feel like you should have been able to say whatever the fuck you wanted to say, especially if it was based off the shit that we seen on this show with Michael grabbing everybody's ass. Also, those stories about him buying up a whole bunch of property in Africa. But yes, let me continue on. It's giving gentrification, i.e., colonization. I don't know. Someone Google the story. Let me know what you think. So yes, where was I? Ashley. Ashley laughs at Mia insinuating that Wendy was calling her son slow because she called her slow. Ashley laughs. She knows that Mia will ride some bullshit so she can't ride it anymore. And then Ashley admits to Karen that she misremembered Aneka bringing up Wendy when she did not. So now she wants to clear it up with Wendy. And I just kind of feel like the fucking damage has already been done. Football head ass. The damage has already been done because you've already told Wendy. Wendy's already told her family, and now her family is doing what they do. Looking around, asking questions, and making fucking phone calls trying to get to the bottom of the nasty energy that is being perceived. So the communion goes well. Praise be to Jesus. And they have a little brunch after. Wendy's mama, I said, the bleaching. Oh my God. I wish he would stop. It's painful. It's hurtful. Black people, why? the melanin in your skin, it protects you from the sun. I do understand that people treat you less when you're not as light. I get that. I get that. I really do. I guess I just be feeling like in life there should be acts of defiance for one's self-preservation. That's an act of defiance that I've always been willing to take. I don't abide. I don't like people putting, don't like me because I'm light, motherfucker. Okay. Okay. Don't like me for that. That's not cute. Being light does not mean you cute. I have seen some atrocious bitches with very light complected skin. Hey, hey, hey. All this licking and shit. Wendy's mama, please stop. All of the people out there bleaching with them damn pills. Why y'all? Can y'all stop? It's 2023. When y'all gonna get over it? Like when y'all gonna stop? When y'all gonna stop? Because it's never people that I feel like are really being hindered in life because they're darker. It's never people like that. It's always somebody that does not really have to worry about money because their children are now taking care of them. Just taking, bleaching pills every day. Like it's just crazy to me. That's what it looked like to me. I could be wrong, but that's what it looked like to me. I don't like it. I'm trying to hold on to my tan as long as I can. Okay? I'm tired of this shit, y'all. I'm so tired of y'all going against nature. I'm so tired of y'all going against nature. Anyway, she comes over to Candace and Karen and says that they need more drinks if Mia is coming and she's gonna go to the car and get her raincoat. I was just like, okay, Wendy's mama, 1, 2, pop. They make Candace move her purse for Ashley. Uncomfortable. Wendy thanks everyone for coming, especially Ashley and Candace, because they do not get along. See how the same thing that Karen did, nobody had to act like an asshole about? Thanks, Juan. Thanks, Juan, for being here. Candace says that she will always be able to be in the same room with Ashley because she's about her check and a tour to pay for a bitch, and no one's gonna do it but her. Ashley agrees and receives it because football head also wants to get her checks as well. Karen invites them to play pickleball with with Ray. Ray's it because I want to call him Jessup so bad because I just finished listening to Roxanne's video. Ashley clears up this convo she had with Aneka, calling Wendy Osu and saying that, she misremembered and that it wasn't Aneka and that she's the one that asked Aneka about it. And Ashley says that, it was not her intention to start anything between the two of them. And Candace is like, child, please. That big ass football head is full of lies. She's lying. She always intended to be messy. It was almost as if they went on a fucking search for a woman that matched Wendy's ethnicity specifically to bring her on as competition to Wendy. It's almost as if it was something purposefully done by the production company. And Ashley is just a scapegoat. And she's happy to be. I don't know. That's what it feels like to me. I don't know. But the production company, oh, they're stressing me. Poor Vu. Okay. Aneka and Robin meet up. Once again, that curl is tight. Robin, why does Robin look like this? Like Robin looks like, I don't care. I'm going to put these extensions in. I'm not going to bump them. I'm not going to curl them. I'm not even going to fucking comb my hair. I'm just going to do like this. And I'm going to show up. She looks a mess. Robin asks if Ashley is the only one of the cast that Aneka knows. And she says, oh, well, I know of Wendy. Robin points out how it seemed as if they had just met for the first time. Robin's already being fucking messy. Aneka says, if she wants to act like it's the first time, that's fine. I've, kind of seen her 2 other times. Aneka says that she saw Wendy out with Eddie, and, normally she would have smiled, but Wendy was giving her like brows and glares. Girl, what the fuck is brows and glares? What is brows and glare? What does that even mean? Aneka then tells Robin that Wendy's family has been aggressive towards her. Using that word. Wendy's sister and Aneka's cousin-in-law are friends. Wendy was calling Aneka a clout chaser and asking if she needs a restraining order against her. Wendy's mom calls her cousin and asks, "Have I prayed with you before?" "See, auntie, see." "Have I ever prayed against you?" "You see, I have a shrine in my home. And if I were to put your name on the shrine, who knows what will happen to you? But the people whose name are on the shrine, you ask about them. They are not doing well." That's how I imagine her mama was on the phone, right? Like just real dramatic and shit. So Robin is like, "Oh my God." Like, "Oh my God. I wonder, because I've had such terrible things happening in my life. I wonder if Wendy's mom put a spell on me." Ma'am, nobody has to put a spell on you. You have wine. The work has been done. You just met Wendy. Juan has been eating your ass alive for how long now? Ever since he tricked you into being his girlfriend in high school so he could move into your parents' house and have a place to stay. I'm just playing. I know that's not what happened. But I swear for God, it felt like this nigga been using her whole life. Nigga been using you your whole life. You lose his money one time and he gonna act like he ain't never had, you know what I'm saying? Like when you really think about it, y'all, like if it wasn't for Robin, where the fuck would Juan have been? Because Juan was living with Robin and her parents after his people, died and all of that shit. But it seemed like his people was on drugs anyway. So who was feeding Juan and taking care of Juan? It seemed like as soon as he started fucking with Robin, nigga had a ready-made parental situation in a household that he can go and eat and feel safe and not be out in the cold streets and shit. Robin fuck up, trust y'all friend with y'all money, y'all lose y'all money. Hey, at the end of the day, that shit happens every day, B. And something tells me you would have lost that fucking money anyway once your ass stopped playing. You would have lost that money any fucking way. And you've been making that girl pay for that shit ever since. And it's fucked up because y'all had started out with you owing Robin just on a general purposes level, because if it wasn't for her, you wouldn't have had nowhere to go. So in all honesty, you should have really been able to forgive that lady for that shit. Cause you probably wouldn't have had no money anyway. You probably would have ran through the fucking money anyway, Juan. Cause you really don't have shit now. And how long has it been since that happened? You haven't been able to reaccumulate. You haven't been able to invest y'all money and make better decisions with the money that Robin has been bringing in. It seems like you still not a part of that situation. I don't know y'all business like that, but it don't seem like y'all doing that much better. Especially if it wasn't for Robin stuff from Real Housewives. So at the end of the day, I'm wondering, would you have had money anyway? Because it seemed like you not really like business minded, Juan. It seemed like you really needed somebody to be cutting you a check so that you can continue to make money. Because otherwise, I don't see you building any businesses. I don't see y'all talking about, oh, Juan has invested this, and this. No, it seemed like you actually sticking around so that you could ride Robin's coattails because you know that she's going to show up for you because she feels bad. Oh, my God, this relationship is exhausting. And you think that Wendy's mama have something to do with that bitch? Girl, please. Please. Child, meanwhile, Wendy's mom is doing the prayer, saying, "No weapons formed against these people shall prosper." Okay. But yeah, y'all, that was Real Housewives of Potomac. Um, I'm tired. I'm tired of them with the foolishness. I don't know how much longer I will be here. I don't. Okay. Let me see. Let me read some stuff, and then I'm gonna get on out of here because y'all know the Ooh Ladies first panel is at 7:45, which is probably like an hour from now. Okay. Voluptuous Shalia, thank you for the super chat, my love. Just speaking. I'm glad you did. Blaze Monet, hey honey, thank you for being a member for 23 months. I feel like women who've only been with one man do themselves a disservice because of their fear of the unknown or starting over. That is true. Miss Nicole, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate you. Let me see. Hold up. HFG, thank you for the super chat, boo. You see, Wine is showing up every week for that Bravo check. Yeah, since I bet you they had a conversation. I bet you they had a conversation. You don't have a job anymore, sir. He's definitely making Robin pay, if you ask me. Anyway, I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Come back for the next one. Have a happy holiday and come look for my Now That We're Growns re-premiering tomorrow. All right, y'all have a good one. Anywhere you go.